So I should have done this earlier, but I wanted to make a video to catch up on a couple of important syntactic things that have to do with repeat loops. And those are the continue statement and the break statement. So here I've written kind of a silly program. It creates an array of strings, and the elements in the array are the three stooges, including Shep. And then it goes through, and what it usually does is it prints out the name of the current stooge, except that if the current stooge happens to be Mo, then it executes this continue command. So what continue does is, if you imagine that there's this little eye of Sauron coming down here and examining every line in the program, continue inside a loop makes the little eye of Sauron go from here directly to the top of the loop. So the effect is going to be that it's going to skip over this line, and when we run this program, it's going to say processing blank for every stooge except for Mo. So let's compile it and make sure that it actually does that. Okay, so as promised here, it processes every stooge except for Mo. And so it just says go to the next one. It's not a way to escape from the loop. Sometimes you do want to escape from a loop, and that's what the break statement is for. So unlike the continue statement, when the eye of Sauron gets right here to the break statement, it goes directly to this line and terminates the loop. So in this case, if I run the program, what it's going to do is it's going to print Larry, and that's it. So let's run it and see. Right. Processes Larry, then it gets to Mo, which is the second stooge, and then it breaks because it encounters that guy. So one thing you can do with a break statement is sometimes you want a while loop that sort of goes indefinitely. So notice that this is while 1, and 1 is always going to evaluate to true, so there's no way, there's no counter here, there's no condition under which the while loop is naturally going to terminate, but I put a break statement here, and so the effect is that this will go forever until the user types in the letter A. So let's compile this and make it run. So Z, S. So it just keeps prompting me, and I could do this for the rest of my life, and it won't stop unless I type in the letter A, in which case it stops. There's a little bit of a style thing here, which is that break statements can make your code really complicated, so you should use them kind of sparingly. But there are also efficiency gains in certain circumstances, like if you are looking at 4 billion possibilities and you found what you were looking for on the 20th iteration, then you probably want to break out of the loop because now you know that you don't need to consider those other cases. So just be responsible. You can use break statements, but don't use too many of them because the logic of your code will be impossible to follow.